Hari Om Srimatre Namaha. I'm trying to upload series of videos on the different namas of Shanmukha. As you all know, Shanmukha, the son of Shiva, known as Kumara, Skanda, Kartikeya. All of you are familiar with the first son of Lord Shiva, that is Ganapati. And the second son of Shiva is Kartikeya or Skanda. There are various names by which Kartikeya is called. And now in this episode, let us ponder upon the Nama Skanda. Skanda means Senapati. He is the head. So all of you know that he is a warrior god. So he fought with Asuras, according to the Puranas. He fought with Asuras. And here the Asuras mean the Asuras, that is unwanted negativities within us. And you know what? This Skanda is the god of Kali Yuga. So in these episodes, I'll be explaining to you what does this Skanda Upasana means. Like, why should one do the Skanda Upasana? What is the importance of this Skanda Upasana? So one after the other, I'll try to explain the names of Skanda, Shanmukha, Kartikeya, etc. Now let's take this first name Skanda. As I said, he is the warrior. So the name actually means a warrior. Also, the name means that the Shakti, that is the Shakti of Lord Shiva, spluttered out of his third eye. So the effusion or spluttering also means Skanda. So it comes out of his third eye and Agni Bhagwan takes it and drops it into the river Ganga. So therefore he is also known as Gangeya. So here, since we are concentrating on the name on Skanda, let's not go into the other meanings. So the Skanda, what does the Veda tell us about the Skanda? Does Veda really talk about Skanda? So that is the question. Because, you know, in South, people say that Skanda was only a god of the South India, and it especially in Tamil Nadu. It's not so. All over, wherever there was Hindu Dharma, the Sanatana Dharma, the worship of Skanda was there, and Skanda was mentioned even in Vedas. And there is a saying that, you know, the Skanda or the Muruga who is worshipped in the south is not the same as the son of Shiva. No, I'll try to disprove it in the following episodes. Now let's take up the Nama Skanda. Okay. Now, from the Vedic concept, I want to mention about the Skanda Upanishad. We have an Upanishad called the Skanda Upanishad. So what is the Skanda Upanishad offers to the mankind? So the Skanda Upanishad clearly mentions that Skanda is knowledge, the wisdom, the complete wisdom, which means he is Shiva himself. So he is the Shakti of Shiva himself. So he is the total personification of wisdom. And from that wisdom, you know, arises Vishnu. That's what it says. So it arises Vishnu. So he is Vishnu himself. And also it tells that he is the light of lights. You know, he is the light of lights. Therefore, he is the total divinity, and we call it as Brahman. So he is a total unity of the Trinity, that is Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Okay. So, and the Skanda Upanishad further goes in explaining like how that is, you take a paddy grain, it's covered with husk. And once the husk is removed, what is remaining white inside? The grain of rice. Likewise, our soul is Shiva himself. And we are covered by, karmas. Totally covered by karmas. Having taken so many births, we are covered by karmas. And the upasana of Skanda, the worship of Skanda, will remove all the karmas. And that's why we find that the worship of Skanda gives you benefits immediately. That is the very greatest thing about Skanda Upasana, using his mantras. Now, to explain more on this concept, I'm going to explain about his weapon, that is the spear. We call it as veil, the spear, or you can even the lancer-like weapon he has in his hands. So this weapon was given to him by his mother Lalitama herself. Okay, now look at the weapon of Lord Shiva as well as our Lalitama, Parvati Devi. The weapon is a Trishul. So what does the Trishul mean? See, you have three sharp edges on the top and one, a stick below that. So this says the one becomes three and the three become one. Okay, so one becomes three and three becomes one. The same principle is explained in the Sri Chakra. In the Sri Chakra, we have the triangle, and in the center is the Bindu, which is one, and then it splits into three. So all the triad principles like Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and Kriya Shakti, Bhama, Jeshta, Raudri, okay, Mahakameswari, Mahavajreswari, Mahabhagamalini. So all the Shaktis, all the three triads, okay, the creation, the sustenance, and the dissolution, Bhuloka, Bhuvaloka, and Suvaloka, wake, full state, dream state, and sleep state, Avastatrayam. So all the three can be incorporated into the Trishulam, and all are one. The knower, the act of knowing, and the known. See, you can go on explaining, you can go on expanding this one, okay? So the triad principles, you can say the Trinity principle is explained here. And you can even explain the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit here. Okay, now the three sharpened edges, now in the veil, in the spear, it converges into a single tip. It converges into a single tip. What does it mean? The worship of Vilayuda, that is the Skanda, means you're worshipping all the three Brahma, that is the Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. You're worshipping all their Shaktis. Say the Brahma Shakti is Saraswati. The Vishnu Shakti is Mahalakshmi. And the Shiva Shakti is Gauri or Durga or Parvati. Whatever names you call it. All these Shaktis are also merged here into a single tip. See, just think, this weapon was given to him by his mother, the greatest goddess Adi Parashakti. So she was the one who merged all the 6 children and made into one. The same principle, everything. So like I said, 3 becomes 1 and 1 becomes 3. Okay, so it merges and becomes one point on top. See here, you'll have to realize the shape of the spear, the veil, is the third eye. Therefore, the Skanda Kartikeya represents the Swarupa of Kundalini. See, visualize, the word Skanda also means the trunk. The trunk. See, the body of your trunk. Right? So now, imagine a spear, that is a veil, which is from the Muladhara, the stem is going and up to your third eye. And of course, beyond third eye, I'll be giving you in the upcoming series. So the veil, you can now visualize the veil from Muladhara up to your third eye. So he pierces. There's a beautiful song in Tamil which says, Kuttu Kuttu Kurvadi Velal Patru Patru Pagalavan Tanaleri 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 Tanaladubaga, the fire. Vidu Vidu Velai Verundadu Voda. People think it is outside, it's inside you. It's the fire that rises up from the Muladhara and awakens your third eye. This Skanda Upasana will awaken your third eye. So, the Nama Skanda represents his nature to fight the enemies and also rising up. That is, the hidden meaning is it will pierce the granthis and pierce through the Kundalini chakras and awaken or open up your third eye. That is the meaning of the veil which Skanda holds in his hands. You see, Skanda, in the Puranas, he has two wives here. That is, we call as the Devasena and Valli. Valli is the Swarupa of Icha Shakti and Devasena is the Kriya Shakti and the veil is the Jnana Shakti. That's why he's known as the Jnana Guru. He's known as the Guru because, you also in Tamil we say he is Swaminatha because he pronounced the Pranava mantra, that is, he explained the secret of Pranava mantra to his own father, that is Shiva, and that's why he's known as Swaminatha. Okay, so this is a very, very, very powerful Nama of Skanda. So I request all of you to say this Nama along with me, visualizing the veil with a bright light in the form of Agni. Om Skanda Sharanam, Skanda Sharanam, Skanda Sharanam. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll discuss more namas on Lord Kartikeya in the following episodes. Sri Matre Namaha. Om Sharavana Bhava.